Vice President Mike Pence claims that the Trump camp is considering an outdoor venue for the rally in Tulsa. Now, that rally was supposed to take place on June 19th, also known as Juneteenth, but there was enough backlash because of what that date represents, the abolition of slavery, that Trump agreed to change the date. Now there seems to be discussion about changing the actual location because maybe cramming 19,000 people into an indoor space while refusing to allow them to wear masks, by the way, like not refusing to allow them, but they're not told to wear masks. Like Trump doesn't want them to wear masks. That's a problem. People are not going to be safe because of this pandemic. And so let's go to what Mike Pence has to say about the outdoor options.
Brad Parscale was saying that more than 1 million people are requesting tickets. Right. So how will you do this? I know you're going to hand out sanitizer and masks and take temperatures, but how do you plan on doing this and pulling it off while mitigating the spikes?
We're working with Governor Stitt. I talked to him again last night about the venue. We're going to make sure that people have hand sanitizers, that we do temperature screenings, and also make masks available to people that are attending the event.
So just in the interest of public safety, maybe you do it outside going forward.
Well, Steve, it's, you raise a good point, and what I can tell you is it's all a work in progress. We've had such an overwhelming response that we're also looking at another venue. We're also looking at outside activities, and I know the campaign team will keep the public informed as that goes forward.
So, Nando, Pence is arguing that, this doesn't have anything to do with, the pandemic. It's just that they have so many people who want to go to this rally that maybe an outdoor venue would make more sense because they can accommodate more people. What do you think?
Yeah, it's going to be like, Woodstock, and they're all going to get COVID to own the libs, it's that old joke, doing something horrible to myself to make the libs mad. This is just, America gets dumber and dumber and dumber, and this is maybe one of the dumbest things in recent memory. I mean, this idea we're just gonna have this giant political rally, and it's like you're a loser lib if you wear a mask. It's spectacularly dumb, and you kind of love to see it. I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, can you just quickly mention? Well, maybe we don't want to blow their cover, but look, I'm not buying this argument that it's about the high demand for the rally. Look, to be fair, though, Trump's rallies do get full. It's not like, he has tiny crowds, we're not buying it. But I'm not believing this there's 2 million people who want to show up. Come on, get out of here. By the way, a campaign official also said the rally would still be held at Tulsa's BOK Center, Bach Center. But the campaign is also considering other areas adjacent to the arena to allow the president to address even more people. So it's the same messaging that we heard from Pence. Over the weekend, the director, though, of Tulsa's health department expressed concerns about the plans to stage the event in the city, pointing to a significant increase in the case trends that would make a large gathering like a rally unsafe. And by the way, Pence is spreading all sorts of misinformation about the increased numbers of COVID cases in various states. It has nothing to do with increased testing. In fact, there has been increased testing, and unfortunately, more people are testing positive as opposed to negative. Even though there are less people going to the hospital, you still have more people dying from COVID, right? So what do you think about all that? Because things are not good in other countries like Beijing, where they've decided to shut down their schools because they've also experienced a spike.
I mean, yeah, I just get the feeling that America has given up on COVID, and they're just we quarantined for a few months, we did the lockdown, we don't have any way of our government to do any sort of sophisticated contact tracing or anything like that. So we're just going to open it all up and kind of close our eyes and hope for the best. And obviously that's just not going to work. As soon as we're starting to see it, as soon as they're starting to open up economies, cases start spiking up again, because we don't have any way, we don't have any functioning civil society to actually make something as complex as this work. So it's either all or nothing. It's either we completely shut down and wreck the economy, or we completely open up and tons of people die. Like those are the only two choices we have, and it's awful in that sense. And I don't know. I look at it and I'm just kind of despair because I see something like this, and then they've obviously made the choice that they're just going to try to go with it and see what happens. But we're just going to fall into the same exact cycle again. I don't see why it will be any different than the last time around.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.